think it's time to check on our potatoes. I have them boiling. I turned them down. They were boiling pretty fast. And I think that they are, yeah, they're way tender. So I'm going to go ahead and take them off the heat. But I want to finish with the ribs because I need to get them in the oven. So I'll take these off the heat. I'm going to leave them in the water so that they don't get all... Let me see. Should I leave them? Yeah, they're good and done. Actually, I am going to take them out of the water. I don't want them to keep cooking and get too mushy. So I'm going to drain these off and set them to the side. And then we'll finish up with the ribs and then we'll come back to the potato salad. Hey, it is time to get this potato salad together. And I am excited about it. So we're back at the food processor, clean this up. And we are going to start. We've already boiled the potatoes, peeled and boiled the potatoes. This is about 5 potatoes. Set those aside. They've cooled down. Now I'm going to make what I'm going to consider the eggy type mixture that goes in the potato salad. So I'm going to use Great Northern beans. I'm not a big fan of chickpeas. I know that a lot of people, I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot of people use chickpeas and everything. I'm not a big fan of them. So I prefer the Great Northern. They just are smoother to me. They're not gritty. So I rinsed this off, and I'm going to put these in to the food processor. And we're going to season them. Now, I have got my black salt, y'all. I had to order this. I couldn't find it locally. I looked everywhere that I could think that would possibly have it. I had to order this off of Amazon. And because I wanted to make this earlier in the week, but I had to wait for this ingredient. So I have never tried this before. I heard that this is what makes the eggy taste. So we're going to use... my teaspoon for measurement. I'm going to start with a teaspoon because I don't really know how potent this stuff is or anything like that. So I'm going to take a teaspoon of black salt. And then I'm just going to eyeball the rest because like I said, I cook from the heart. And you just taste it. You put in what you feel, you taste it, and then you add more as you go. So I got some garlic powder. I'll put some garlic powder in there. I got some black pepper. A few shakes of the black pepper. And of course we have our nutritional yeast. I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. That just seems to go into everything. I'm going to put some yellow mustard. And something else that I think I'm going to get. Let me grab it real quick. Okay, so I'm going to put a little turmeric in there. Just a little bit. Of course, it's not open yet. I bought a bunch of new spices. I feel like I'm in the shoe store when I go through the spice aisle now. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of turmeric in there just for a little color. I think the mustard will help with the color, but put that in there too. And I'm going to try this white pepper. I got some white pepper that I haven't used before, so I'm just going to put a little bit of that in there. I think it's maybe milder. I'm not sure if it's milder than black pepper or stronger. We'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and, gotta have my seasoning salt. Now, I haven't been using this that much, but this is something that I always use in my regular potato salad. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit in there. And I'm looking at this as being my new and improved version of the potato salad, not trying to feel like I'm going without anything. So it's going to be new and improved. All right, I'm gonna mix this up and I'll be back. To be creamy, and I have this big old food processor that it seems like if there's not a whole bunch of stuff in there, it doesn't get as mixed as I want it. So what I'm gonna do is move this to the blender because I want this to be creamy. I transferred everything over to the blender, and I want this to be smooth. It's not smooth like I'd like, so I'm going to add, I need to have a little bit of liquid in here to get it going in the blender. So I'm just going to add a few drops of some almond milk. Not much. I don't want it to be runny. I just want it to be creamy. So I added a couple of drops of almond milk, and then I'm going to mix this up. Okay, so I have gotten this out of the blender, and this is the consistency. I ended up adding just a little bit more, few more drops of the almond milk, and this tastes good. This is I realized this is a good base if you wanted to just add some jackfruit or some heart of palm or even artichokes in this. This would be good for an untuna. So this is good, eggy. It looks eggy. I did want to add a little bit more of this black salt. The taste that I have is okay. I can handle it. So I'm going to go back in with some of this black salt. It gives it a good flavor. Mix some more of that in there. And I'm going to add a little pink salt. So, one thing about black salt that I learned, fun fact if you didn't know this, is that you have to be careful the kind you get. You want to make sure you get the right kind, because there's a different kind that is used like in some type of, maybe rituals or something. So you want to make sure you get the right kind that's for seasoning and not the other one. So, okay, I'm going to taste this and make sure this is all good. I put a little bit too much salt in there, but it's going to even out. It's going to even out with everything else. So we'll put this to the side. Now we have our potatoes. Now I'm one that likes mine to be a little bit mushy. If you don't like them and you like whole pieces, then by all means leave it like that. But I usually will go in and just roughly mash my potatoes. I like mine to be a little bit mushy. Not all the way. We're not making mashed potatoes, but I like them to be coarsely mashed. Okay. So this is something new. Now, I had some green pepper on hand, so I went ahead and just chopped this up a little bit smaller. I used it in some spaghetti earlier this week, and I had this humongous green pepper. Like, I don't know what was going on, but this store has some really big ones, so I had some left over. So I'm going to add this in. You can leave this out if you don't. I don't normally put this in, but it just seemed right for this occasion. I've already chopped up some onion. This is about 3/4 of a cup, about a half of a sweet onion. I typically use sweet onion in everything. I like those. They're mild. So that's what I use. You can use whatever kind of onion you want, sweetheart. I don't mind. I'm going to go ahead and use my sweet onions, though. That's what I like. And then I have my vegan mayo. Now, this is a second type of vegan mayo that I've used. The first one, I think it was by Hellmann's. It's been a minute since I've gotten it. Now I can't remember what the brand of it was. But I'm going to take a couple of big spoons of this. And Then we're gonna put some of our eggy mixture. I'm just gonna put about half of this in for now and see how this goes. And since I have so much seasoning in this mixture, I'm not gonna add any seasoning to the rest of the potato salad. Already coming together. Potato salad is really one of those simple things, but you have to make it right. You have to make it right. If it's not right, then it's not right. So we are hoping that it's gonna be right today. You can use purple onion if you want, if you like a little bit more color. This is giving my arm a workout because it's nice and thick. I want to taste it and see where we're at. See if I need to add anything else or what, or any, you know, if I can add more of this eggy mixture. I want to see where my fork go. Woo! Oh my. Oh my. Y'all. Yeah, this tastes good. Woo! Thank you, Lord. I'm gonna go ahead on and put the, let me see, I can put a little bit more. I just don't want to overpower this. I wish I would have made, could have did a few more potatoes. Okay, now I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna hit it with a little bit more mustard. I like mine to be a little mustardy. If you don't like all that, don't do it. This is your potato salad. Put a little bit there. I can use this one now. But yeah, that mixture, that egg mixture is on, spot on. And it doesn't have the grittiness that chickpeas has. I just don't like that grittiness. I like to use the, when I first made onion tuna, I did use the chickpeas. I think I prefer, the next time I make it, I'm gonna use this mixture, this eggy mixture. Okay, and I didn't have the black salt then when I made that, so. All right, so it's creamy. There's some chunks in there. If you like the chunks. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go back. I keep having to rinse off my spoon. I gotta taste this again. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is so good. Woo. One thing I forgot though. Let me rinse this off real quick. I don't know why y'all didn't tell me that I forgot the relish. My goodness, I got to have the relish. So, but it just tastes so good even without the relish. So we're gonna go in, make sure I got the right relish, sweet relish. Oh, this says gluten-free. Well, my goodness, I hope the pickles don't have gluten in them. Everything's marked. So we're gonna put some sweet relish in here. That's 2 tablespoons. Let me go back in with another. And that's just gonna take it over the top, y'all. I just know. That's just gonna take this over the top. Oh yeah, that looks like regular potato salad. I just don't waste this. I'm gonna finish, put this in, rest in here, because I ain't gonna be able to use it for nothing else. So I'm gonna mix that on in there. That looks like some regular potato salad that you can't tell me no different. Right here. Delicious. So typically what I would do when I make potato salad is top it off with some yummy. So what I would do, you could even put, you know, if you like yours a little bit sweet, put a little bit more sweet relish in there. Even put a little sweet sugar in there, which actually that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna put this pinch of sugar in there, y'all. Oh, not that kind of sugar. Whew. I guess some cane sugar. I'm gonna put a pinch of sugar in there. You don't have to if you don't want to. Like I say, you cook from your heart. Every time I think I'm done, then I feel like I'm gonna add a little bit more. Whew. Okay. Ain't nobody tell me nothing about this potato salad here. Yes, God. So, we got to top it off with that paprika, y'all. Now, I use smoked paprika for other things, but this is just regular plain paprika. Just top it off with a little paprika. And there you go. Can't nobody tell me nothing about this potato salad here. Boom. That's our potato salad.